So I just wrapped up the first semester of second year in mechanical engineering. And looking back, my first year humbled me deeply. I failed the module. I was in a relationship. I had a big group of friends. Like, there was a lot of things that were going on. I have to use my phone because I left my mics at res. And audio is very important to me. Here's everything that I wish I knew in first year, coming from a second year who's done it, you know. I hope that gives me a little bit of credibility. I failed chemistry in semester 1 last year, and, you know, that really stung. In high school, I was doing well. I never failed anything in school, and, you know, I just always had the belief that all the work and effort that I put in is going to reflect with my marks. And just feeling that, you know, my study methods are working and I'm smart enough. After failing chem, that's when the real growth for me started, and I had this fire inside of me to prove that, first of all, I'm meant to be here and I'm meant to be studying this. To prove that, first of all, I'm meant to be here and I'm meant to be studying engineering. And secondly, because, like, who am I to be failing? But failing chemistry is where the real growth happened for me. And this is when I really started to understand the idea of discipline and hard work and showing up every day. Coming into engineering, a lot of the videos that we see on social media don't talk about the reality and the aspect of failing in engineering. And the reality is you're going to fail. Whether it's the whole module, whether it's the year, whether it's a test, whether it's an exam, you're going to fail. And it's how you deal with failing that really sets you apart from everybody else, if that makes sense. So I think accepting that failure is coming is better than being shocked that you failed, if you get what I'm saying. But obviously, don't fail. But if you do fail, it's okay, because there's still a time to bounce back. You know what I'm saying? The second thing that I think a lot of engineering students don't talk about is relationships. I think there's a stigma around, I don't know if it's just like male engineers, because I've only seen it for the males, but like there's a stigma around engineers being antisocial and not being able to get girlfriends and boyfriends and stuff like that. But yeah, so I was in a relationship in first year, and it taught me a lot about myself, taught me a lot about time management as well, surprisingly. With being in a relationship, it taught me a lot about myself and a degree. It's very important to learn about yourself and learn about what you value and what you believe in, and then apply that into your life. Because I feel like also engineering shouldn't take up every aspect of your life, and it's very important for you to explore yourself, because you are in university at the end of the day. It's very important to find out who you are and what makes you outside of your degree. For me, the relationship taught me a lot about managing what's important and what's not important, and balancing fun and the books, right? Okay, so looking back at first year and me being in a relationship, now I can see the difference in the sense of I'm focused on what's important. And I think that's a very big message that I want to get across to you guys, is that you need to focus and pick what are your priorities. And you can have a relationship, you can have your friends, you can have your fun, but prioritize the degree. Because at the end of the day, those people will leave you and you'll be left with what? No degree, and that's not what we want. Not to say that the person that you're with will leave you, but most likely. The biggest lesson that I learned personally is balance. Balance is key, and balance comes from having a structure in your life. You can't pour everything into one relationship, into one module, into one party. You have to be able to split your energy and your time effectively and wisely. Studying engineering in itself is already demanding. And now couple that with burnout, mental exhaustion, physical exhaustion, emotional exhaustion, you're not going to be fine. So you need to have balance. If you have to take one thing from this video, let it be this, right? Engineering is a team sport. You cannot do this degree by yourself. I don't think there's any degree that you can do by yourself, because why would you do that to yourself? But let it be known that engineering is a team sport. Now, I'm somebody who loves playing team sports growing up. I played hockey, I played soccer. I was involved in major production, which is like theatre, basically. And all of those things involve being part of a team. And I love to be a part of a team. I love to lead a team. I just love a team. And growing up, playing those team sports in high school, engineering has now become my sport. That makes sense. You need to have people around you to support you, to ask questions, to laugh with, to cry with. Because if you do not, you will go insane. Second semester for me was the hardest semester of my life because I was doing it alone, essentially. I won't get into the specifics, but it was the difference between first semester and second semester was absolutely appalling because I was treating it like I'm doing a solo sport. When in reality, this was a basketball game 7 and I needed to lock in. I'm lucky enough and I'm blessed enough to have a group of friends in engineering and then a group of friends outside of engineering, because also I believe you need a balance. Like I said, your life cannot just be your degree all the time. So yeah, number one lesson, if you're going to take anything away from this video, is that engineering is a team sport and you can never, ever, ever do it alone. First year is also about adjusting, about finding your flow and your rhythm. And finding your flow and your rhythm includes finding how to study and finding a way that makes sense for you. You can watch a lot of YouTube videos. They tell you about active recall, spaced repetition, Feynman technique, all of those scientifically based ways of studying. But if that doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. And an important thing of first year is finding out what works for you and then sticking to it. Discipline, number one, because you can only study with a routine if you're disciplined. And you can only be disciplined if you work hard. You know what I'm saying? But you need to be able to find your balance and find your rhythm and walk at your pace. Don't look at people around you. Don't look at people online and think this is what I need to be doing. You can take inspiration, but make sure that it works for you specifically. One thing that I've never lacked in my journey of these past 1.5 years of studying engineering is support. I've never lacked support, and I've never lacked support my whole life. I've been blessed to have 2 parents who love me and who are the biggest supporters, and then my siblings who are also there to, my ride or dies. And having that support really carried me through my first year. Through all the ups and the downs and all the mistakes and lessons that I learned, they were always there to, support me, as a support system should do. It's very important for you to identify your circle, identify the key people in your life, and always lean on them, because times will get tough and you will start crashing out and you will start losing your mind. And it's at those times that you need to go back to your roots and touch grass and recenter and get support from the people that care about you and the people that love you and the people that are supporting you through this journey. Like I said before, you cannot do this alone, and that includes having a support system. I know I'm filming this in the middle of the year, so I don't know who's studying engineering right now. But if you're in first year, if you're starting first year, if you are just browsing to see what kind of degree you want to get into, I highly recommend studying engineering. And if you're someone who's interested in doing that, just know that it's going to be a very tough journey. The next 4 or 5 years of your life, maybe 7 because it happens, are going to take everything out of you. And I think that's the beauty of it, because once it's done, it'll be like, I did that. And, there's nothing more rewarding than doing something to prove to yourself that you can do it. The degree is going to be tough, but you're going to be tougher. Learn from your mistakes and grow from them. It's okay to fail. Just remember to take that as a lesson and move forward. And just to keep, so I think that's all for me. Everything in life just takes a little bit of motivation and a little bit of discipline. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please let me know down in the comments below. I'd appreciate it if you liked and you subscribed. I'm trying to build up this channel from the ground up. So any type of support is any type of support is greatly appreciated. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.